Hello everyone, it's been a minute. I apologize, I meant to have a video up last week, but I didn't have time to record it, so here we are now. So, recently, we've heard the announcement of the Steam machine and Steam frame and the Steam controller. 3 different Steam OS machine products that Valve is going to release to the public very soon within this next coming year. And I was going to have a video about that last week, but I kind of forgot. No, I didn't forget. I knew about it. I thought about it a lot. I just could never find time where it was quiet enough to actually say something about that, which that's my own fault. I'm not going to apologize for it, but I'll probably try to make another video this weekend to see if I can't upload 2 instead of just 1. It's hard to keep the same movement up whenever you don't have the time to do it, and this last week has been bad on timing, getting home and shit, so I never had the time to record it. And yeah. So before I even get to eat something good, I want to make this real quick just to be here. The Steam machine is something that I have been waiting to see for a long while now. A lot of people have, especially since it's been in the works since 2017. They just couldn't get it to work at the time. And granted, of course. So I do plan on getting that. I don't need it personally. I am going to get it for my dad, though. He'll like it. But the one thing I am interested in, though, and the main reason why I'm here now, is because of the Steam frame. I cannot wait personally for it. A lot of people probably are going to get it the first chance they get. I am going to try to the best of my own abilities, because the thing about the Steam frame that beats out every other VR competitor is, first and foremost, it's a standalone VR headset that runs PC games through just the headset alone, which that in itself is insane, because we haven't had that shit in years. Like, I don't even think we have a VR headset that doesn't require a computer that can run PC VR games. Soon that term is going to be outdated just because of this single headset. And not only that, because it's a standalone headset and that it works better and actually has eye tracking and a lot of other features that people do like, and a better microphone than even the Quest 3, it's astonishing that we've reached to this point. And I'm so glad for it. I have waited years for a competitor for this stupid fucking headset to finally rise and take the throne of the current market lead. Steam finally has done that and kicked Meta in the ass because of it, and it's not even out yet, and all the other companies are panicking right now because they don't have a way to keep up with this. Xbox and PlayStation haven't had a console in 5 years. And now the Steam machine is going to beat out both of them, because unfortunately for Xbox and PlayStation, they don't have the financial resources to keep up with such a thing. Xbox is running out of money, period. Like, the company is starting to fall. Not Microsoft, Xbox as in itself is starting to go, it's plummeting because of very bad corporate decisions from Microsoft to Xbox. And there's not really any fun games on there anymore. All the games are all half-assed and trash, and then they've got the worst writing known to man. And it sucks because a lot of these stories are getting ruined by the company above. And Microsoft makes billions. I don't actually know the full numbers, but I know that out of everything, Xbox only made like 21 million or some shit like that, or 29 million in the last reporting that they did for the whatever financial thing they call it. But Microsoft makes hundreds of millions without Xbox, and that's why they don't care about what happens to it and what they plan to do with it later, which sucks because I love Xbox. I used to, at least. I have a Series X right now, but I don't play it. My dad does, because he doesn't have a computer yet. A one that runs. So, with that being said, PlayStation would be better on the forefront if they had games. It's crazy that the console that released with no games still has no games 5 years later. Most of the games that they had when they started could have worked on the PlayStation 4, and then all the current, like the PlayStation 4, most of its games are on computers now. So their games are on the Steam machine for a console that cost around the same price of what we estimate the Steam machine to be. I haven't heard any reports. This could be outdated within like a day or two if they released like the price. But for most estimates, it's around almost $700, and that's like almost $100 more than you would get for an Xbox right now. But that's only for like the 500 gigabyte model, not even the 1 to 2 terabyte models out there. It's crazy because of that, and the hardware ain't getting any better. That's for damn sure. So the Steam Frame, a VR headset that is phenomenally better than what Meta has released with the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. It's going to change the way that we have VR games finally. Because as a person who enjoyed VR from the beginning-ish, when I got into it, I loved playing all these cool-ass games, but then I started to realize that most of the games that are on the VR marketplace right now are all sandbox games. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a good sandbox, but they all rely on mods and modification to be good, which sucks. I think the only one I can think of currently that doesn't require that is the Moss series, Asgard's Wrath, or anything on PC VR, like Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks. Not Bone Lab. Bone Lab is fucking terrible in that outcome. They rely on mods to keep them going because they're just sandbox games. And I like Gary's Mod as the next guy, but there's a difference from playing Gary's Mod with a bunch of already pre-existing add-ons with a bunch of friends that already can have the game and don't have to require to have a headset and a computer, or the inverse. At least with Gary's Mod, you have way more options and a better engine to run it off of than the Bone Lab engine, which is only a half-baked physics engine with mods that break every week every time they update the game. And that's why I can't wait for the new VR headset, because not only would it mean that we don't have to rely on only sandbox games, we can actually play better games for a majority of people. Because like the headset pricing is probably going to be about the same as the Quest 3, or maybe just $100 more. I would rather pay $100 more for a Steam Frame than a Quest 3. Not only because of the quality of this headset is terrible, and every time they do an update on it, it just changes the UI, it changes the headset. You can't get comfortable in it anymore. And this thing is a piece of shit. Mine is falling apart on me, and I've only had it for like 2 years, and I barely used it during that time. Imagine if I was some loser who played VR games 24/7. Like, this headset would have fallen apart by now. It would have been done for. People complain about the straps breaking, the little fucking dongles on the side, and it just even the fucking link control like cable that I had is just done for. I've went through like 4 different controllers because of this stupid fucking thing, and I am sick and tired of it. I cannot wait for the Steam Frame. I'm enthusiastic because not only does it have better controllers, it has more buttons. The thing I was saying that we should have had years ago already, it has more. You can play other games with it. You don't have to rely on all this stupid shit. And then it also has like partial finger tracking, so it can tell when you're gripping shit. It can tell when you're doing things with it. To be able to play a console with a headset, it makes it so easy, because you can customize the controls of what you have on the Steam interface. When you click the fucking Steam OS, like the what's it called, the Steam VR application, you can open it up and boom, you have all the settings there. You can change your settings to be good for the new headset, for the new controllers, so you can make any game work on it now, which is crazy because we couldn't do that years ago because nobody has ever done the simplest idea: put more buttons on it. The one thing I had arguments over with other people is we can't have more than a few buttons on the controllers, otherwise it wouldn't be sweet. Look, we fucking can. It just requires you moving the sticks closer to the like your resting point, and then having the buttons to the side, which ain't too bad. It's not going to be it's probably going to be a little bit bigger than the Quest 3 controllers, but to have all of that without having to deal with the bullshit of just trying to set up a control scheme to work We can play Half-Life in VRs. We can play it right now, but it's going to be easier to play it now because you can switch your weapons way faster and easier. Like, I can't wait. I'm enthusiastic about it. And it's funny too, because the week of the announcement for the Steam VR and Steam, like all that, I was actually going to have a video discussing about why I think people are just completely retarded for this, falling for the same thing over and over again when they're surprised that a company is doing bad things, or that they're doing, like, the whole premise of the video was just going to be that, like, why are you guys surprised? But then I got surprised with the drop of the fucking Steam shit. I didn't expect, nobody expected that. That was on a Wednesday. Everyone tries to announce on a Thursday, Friday, Monday maybe, but like a Wednesday, middle of the week, and just out of nowhere, they didn't even promote it. They just fucking dropped the video and boom, there you go. You can look at it on the Steam page. I was astonished a little bit, because finally we have a competitor that isn't Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo. God, Nintendo Switch 2. I don't even know how the fuck DK Bonanza got Game of the Year. Well, I can kind of get it, but considering not many people have been buying Switch 2s, I don't know the exact sales. I guess I could look it up now since we're here, just so I can feel something. It's crazy to me that there's just nothing out here anymore, man. Hold on. They sold about 328 units. Okay, I guess they sold over 10 million. I guess nobody ever learns. I'm not surprised. So you have a market that's slowly being expanded on by one single company, and I'm happy about that. I'm a fucking Steam. I'm a Valve fanboy. I know they do a lot of bad things. Every company does. But at least Steam cares more about its user base than other companies. At least they actually give a fuck to give you massive sales on games. And hell, with what Gabe's Ocean project, I don't remember the fucking name of it, I'm sorry. With Gabe Newell's current passion in ocean exploration, it feels way more worth it, because they are discovering things under the sea that we should have already known. Like, we've had expeditions for decades trying to find all of this, everything under there, in the oceans. And I'm happy that finally, well, I knew about this, but I'm happy that Gabe is able to pursue his dream of being not only just a big researcher, but somebody who gives a shit. And it's gonna suck when he's gone, because he is a really, like, he is hitting his prime time. He doesn't have too long to go for it. But man, I hope we get to have him for another 20 years. That'd be amazing to watch him. Absolutely, because first and foremost, I know that Gabe Newell is just a spokesperson first and foremost for Steam and Valve, but he is basically the icon of Steam. He is the icon of Valve. He is the icon of his Ocean project. Like, he is an icon. Because he's a good billionaire. He's one of the only few billionaires who doesn't go to touch kids. Like, it's crazy. So I am extremely happy that we have this new hardware that's actually going to push for more. And most people are saying, oh, but the Steam machine isn't, like, powerful. No shit, Sherlock. We're not buying gaming rigs here. You're buying a 6-inch console, something bigger than you have, buddy, just for the ease of access to not only PC games, but to play on a Linux machine and actually be able to play good games. And hell, there's actually some decent fucking, what's it called? They have a conversion software where they can convert certain file codes to ARM, which is basically mobile. So they're making it easier for mobile console devices to play PC games on a handheld, which is also fucking phenomenal, because it's an open source ecosystem, as Gabe put it. It's built to be modified, to be manipulated by other people, because it's part of you're part of the build-up. You're part of the leading reason why Steam is just going to be one of the best competitors, because it's not a closed ecosystem like Xbox or PlayStation, or hell, Nintendo is the worst. I could bring up Sega, but they're everywhere. They stopped making games and consoles anyway. So with that, it's good. I'm happy about that, to finally have something that is worthwhile. And that's why I'm buying the Steam machine, not only because it can run most games, because it's good. It's a good thing to have. To actually be able to learn Linux too through it is great to have, because I'm so tired of Windows 11. But thankfully, I get to fight it all the fucking time, and I actually do relish in fucking over Microsoft every chance I get. And I'm not doing that good if I'm not on Linux. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen, first and foremost, when 2026 happens and the Steam hardware actually drops. Because the Steam Deck did well. Don't get me... It didn't do amazingly, because it hits a niche in the market that not many people do have. But when they do have it, they enjoy it. Really enjoy it. And I even considered a Steam Deck for a minute now. Because it's like... Compare it to like the Xbox like Rogue Ally or whatever. They're canceling a lot of their projects with them because they can't keep up with it anymore. They don't have the finances to keep pushing for this hardware that doesn't work well. Like the cloud gaming and first and foremost that like everyone's been trying to push hasn't done well, because the majority of people still have shit internet. Which is another crazy topic to discuss later on. But I think I'm hitting the point where I'm just tired of seeing all these big corporations constantly trying to be like take money from you, and it's nice to see Steam just trying to be good, trying their best to have a decent piece of hardware to play games on that you can customize and utilize. You could probably take apart the Steam machine and build a rig out of it if you really wanted to, and they probably would say, yeah, go for it. We don't recommend it, but go ahead. That's your money, pal. Well, ours now. So that's about all I have for today. Well, currently. I might make another video. I apologize for missing out last week. I just couldn't do it I couldn't record at the time, and I might not be able to this weekend. We'll see how Thanksgiving goes. Also, happy early Thanksgiving. I'm excited. I get to have a 4-day weekend, so I'm probably going to have time to record. If it's not in the middle of the night, I might try to do early mornings on the weekends, because I've seen it's been a little quiet too, but it all depends on a lot of different factors. I don't like having background noise coming. That's my fucking speaker. I hate her. I love her too. It's a non-speaker. I don't necessarily recommend them, but they are waterproof. So if you're going to work, they're great. I use it because my phone speaker is kind of ass. But what's the world? I actually got on side rant. I got on just randomly trying to find somewhere to go, and I went through like 4 different horror worlds because we're still coming off of Halloween. Somewhat, and yeah, no, there was a ghost mansion, or the ghost hotel as it's called, and I went, there was a nice spot I could have recorded, and then I started hearing knocking on a window, and I said, fuck this. The world's name is Boreal Heights by Cage, all caps but spaces in between Cage. It's small, it's literally just this, but if you're looking for a place just to chill and relax, I do recommend it. I bet a lot of those people behind us, like anything behind us, is probably just like friends. And if it is friends, then yeah, that's cool. But fuck me, man. If you enjoy these videos, like, comment, subscribe about them, or hell, just stick around. Make sure you put on the notifications, because I know that YouTube does that stupid thing where they go, oh yeah, we're gonna personalize your notifications, because God forbid we try to just use one button. And just a small little fraction of a rant. I am so fucking tired of every stupid fucking app having this save feature where you can save things to a playlist, or like on Instagram you have just a save function, but you can't organize it easily because every time you go to save it, it goes to like, it pops up the thing and then it closes it every time you make one change to the list. Now even YouTube's been doing that, and it's been pissing me off. I'm just trying to put music on my playlist, and then it goes to watch later, or it goes in the wrong playlist, so I have to click it, and then I have to click my like remove from, or no, you have to add it to your play like the one you want to add it to first. So like you click on it and then you add it to, and then you got to click on it again, the save thing again, to remove it from the playlist. Because if you don't, you're gonna have to go through the cycle of like when you click on it, it saves to add watch later, and then I'm like, no, click remove from watch later, and then it closes. I'm like, oh fuck, I click it again, add to watch later, I gotta click it, and then I gotta put it onto my playlist, and then I gotta click it again, and I gotta click on remove from watch later. And it's so stupid. It's literally there meant to waste your time so they could collect more data on how much you use YouTube. God, even Instagram's like that. Like, I just want to put people on my baddies playlist. Like, can I not do that? God, fuck. Every company is just trying to fuck you over, and I'm so happy Steam's trying to do something good. Steam, please make another Instagram. I don't care. I want one monopoly in the world, and I'd rather it be Valve than anyone else. Anyways, have a good night. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will try my best to make another video this week or next. I'll try not to make many big gaps like this. So yeah, I'm Red. I'm signing off. Have a good one.